Hello, beautiful YouTube. It is Emily. Hope everybody's doing amazing today. Today I have a message about breast implants and circumcision, and I'm gonna just try to do this quick. I am just kind of going to try to do this from a very neutral and also just informative perspective, so that people can just have the information, because they need to have the information for Ascension. So I brought a bra of mine that I used to wear, and I brought it mostly for you to understand. Okay, so regardless of whether you have breast implants, you don't have breast implants, you love breast implants, you don't love breast implants, regardless of any of your own personal opinions, I want you to think about the energetics of breast implants. Okay, so you have a massive silicone blob, or saline solution plastic bag, whatever is the situation. And it is in your heart chakra region, okay, on both sides. Now, our heart chakra is the center of our energy field when we are awakened human beings. And a lot of energy pumps through our heart, and it helps inform the strength and quality of our energetic auric field. So to put a massive or small, doesn't matter, to put an object that is going to change, think of a wave, like wave energy patterns, okay? And then it hits something that's more solid, that's not like blood, tissue, and it's gonna change the patterning of that, okay? So that seems pretty self-evident for people to understand. I feel, just speaking from pure personal experience, I have at times wanted to have breast implants. I never felt like the right decision for myself. I understand the pressure on women to be sex objects. I also can see the shadow of that, and just see the cosmetic shadow of that. I mean, first and foremost, I think our heart chakra is the most important part of our body. So I think it's up for each and every person to do their shadow work and to understand that part about themselves. And we now know that breast implants are creating all types of autoimmune disorders in the body. All the women in my life I know are taking them out. I can think of I have at least 5 women in my life who had breast implants who have removed them. And I also want to put some of the questioning in men's minds, men, what the fuck? If you have women in your life that have breast implants and have something in their heart chakra that is making them unable to listen purely to the resonance and frequency of their heart and disturbing it, you should care about women. And you should help women rise into their ability. And you should love your woman regardless of how big her tits are. If that's the reason you're loving someone, that is going to burn into flames, because it's just like a animal body lust fuck sesh. It's not what actual love even is. So it's just hello. Okay. Try to do satire. All right, so circumcision. Now, circumcision is a spiritual rite of understanding the sacredness of sexuality. Originally, back in ancient Egyptian times, it was done when a boy was going from boyhood into manhood. The circumcision of infants is morally and inconceivably horrible. It's an infant's body. Your body, your choice, number one, and your body while you're an infant, okay? My brother just had a brand new baby, and when I was visiting the hospital, the nurse said, oh, he's gonna cry when we put the thermometer in his armpit, because that would be akin to putting a large, cold metal broomstick in your armpit because the baby is this small and it's he's going to be upset. So just apply the logic of like, okay, baby cries when it gets its temperature read in its armpit, to let's take a scalpel or a little slice blade and let's skin off the most sensitive part of a human being's body, their sexual organs, where all their creativity and life force center is. Let's wound that chakra. Let's energetically wound it within the first 2 days of birth. And then let's hope and pray that men are going to turn out normal on our planet. Okay? Like, hello? So am I against circumcision? Absolutely not. I think if a man wants to go through a conscious, I'm choosing to do this to my body for this sacred reason, at an age that's appropriate, and they can consciously process the traumatic sensations and pain, which is a fraction of what a woman goes through when she births a baby from her vagina. So it's like, okay, maybe a man could understand just a fraction of that and do it at an age-appropriate time. That would be so much more moral and just normal, and just help the men in our world not have a place where in their body where they've been wounded. Really, it's a sexual abuse. It's a sexual abuse to take someone's penis and cut it with a razor when they don't have the consciousness and consent to say, like, yeah, I'd like you to do that. Okay, I've met tons of communities of men out there that are trying to regrow their foreskin. Like, not every man wants this for a variety of reasons. And it's becoming less and 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 less popular in the United States, thank God, because women are waking up and becoming conscious and thinking like, wait a second. If I'm just thinking with my natural woman intelligence and I've just given birth to this perfect baby that God created, and someone comes up to me and is like, oh, I know what's good for your baby. I'm just going to cut its penis. Any normal woman that's not brainwashed in a hive mind would be like, fuck off. Get away from my fucking baby black bear. Like, that would be what would happen if women weren't like deluded. So it's just like, okay, satire again. Okay. All right. That's the end of my message for today. Much love.